All right, this man is on fire right here, undefeated in conference play. Coach Grant Landy. Coach, let's just start right there. It's got to feel good right now. I mean, you guys are not only rolling, but you're doing it in, dominant shutout fashion.
Yeah, it's a good start to the season. There's no question about that.
Here comes the coach speak. I love it.
You have to, right?
You've
been around long enough to know things can change really quickly. So I think I told you last time I talked to you, our schedule this year and the conference is front-loaded to being home a lot. And so we have two really, important home games this weekend, including our senior day on Sunday. So we need to really put a good product on the field and hopefully continue this momentum. But it's going to be really challenging. These are two really good teams.
It is hard to keep the pedal to the metal. How do you keep that focus? Because, I'm not a scientist, but if the front half is loaded with home games, that gives me a feeling you're going to be on the road a lot in the back half of the season, and that's going to be even harder.
Yeah. Last year I felt like it was the reverse. We were away a lot at the beginning, and then we kind of made a push at the end, and you just got to get your points when you can get them. I feel like maybe we left a few on the board on Sunday against San Francisco State, which I hope doesn't come back to bite us, but the conference is so hard. You can't look too far ahead. You got to take the games as they come, prepare the team as best as you can. That's kind of what we're focused on right now.
All right, why the dominant defense? What are the Lumberjacks doing right?
I don't. It's just a good combination of players back there. Some young, some old. Good strengths and weaknesses. The group is gelling well together. So much in college soccer, defense is how the group plays together. I've made some changes back there. Okay. At times, but that's the positional part of the game that you don't change that much because that sort of choreography and connectiveness is really important. And then, our Ari and Carson talked about them last week. Splitting time with them, they've both been doing great. This weekend on Friday, made some really big saves in both half, and I give a lot of credit to them because I know both of them want to play all the time, but they. Just their selflessness and sharing time has been good, I think, for both of them and good for our team to see that.
And is a little competitive maybe too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And so that's been a real good example of what we've been trying to preach in our program, which is, you have a role and do it to the best of your ability. And that collective group has done a really good job.
And I imagine it's easier to sell your decisions when you're getting wins, right, as a coach?
Of course. Things change really quickly when you lose. But, I knew going into this that we had to be good at the beginning of the season. And, defensively we've been outstanding. Want to continue to do that. And then again, just scoring in soccer is just, it can be, you can get four balls to bounce your way and get 4 goals, and you can have nothing bounce your way, which happened on Sunday, and get 0. And so we just got to keep creating the opportunities.
Well, just keep throwing up zeros on the other side. So
that helps.
All right, last time we talked, it was Cal State East Bay. They were doing work, so you're going to play at Los Politas. You had to prepare for the grass, and then I hear it all changed. What happened?
Yeah, well, they had because it's not their facility, a group came in after we trained on Thursday and kind of tore up their grass field. And so, long story, but we ended up moving to the turf. And I think our team did a really good job of adapting to that. We had to push the game time back 45 minutes and really didn't phase them, which I think is also a good mark of our team. And so, again, not control what you can control. We that wasn't our decision. That was a referee decision.
Yep.
And so I think we did a good job adjusting to that, and then we came out and scored 2 goals, I think, in the first 20 minutes, and we kind of were on our way.
Yeah, and that's huge, and probably helps when you're a team that's used to traveling, but also, that is an excuse. You can be like, well, we're ready for it, and then just go forget about it.
Yeah.
All right, back at home this weekend. Yeah. Tell us about the opponents, and I think Drew told me that senior day coming up as well.
Yeah, Friday, Stanislaus State, which always a tough matchup for us, always really good. They're going to be really difficult. I think they're one of the top teams in the conference, quite honestly, and that's going to be our pink game. So we're one of our alumni, Megan Janikowski's coming up, and we're going to be raising money for her foundation.
Sweet.
So that's on Friday, and then Sunday is our senior day. We're going to honor 8 of our seniors who've been a big part of our success over the last 3-4 years. So hoping people can come out and honor them and stay and root us on.
And who are you playing Sunday again?
Sunday we play San Bernardino.
San Bernardino. Okay, so senior day, this is an emotional day for a lot of people, and it's weird, this kind of early in the season, but something I've learned over the years, and then is it's just you realize it's not just the player and the coach, it's the families behind it as well.
Absolutely. And I think that's it for the players, right? When they see their families there, that's where I think they become emotional, kind of think about their journey through.
Mom and dad have been, used to tie my shoelaces for me.
Yeah, like to think about their journey through all of it in college. And the college experience goes quick. I try to tell them and does. But I think you alluded to it. The fact that it's not at the end of the season and these guys still have 5 games to go after this, I think is going to make it a little bit easier on them. But this day is always super emotional for us too as coaches because we get to see their growth through their career with us.
Yeah, and then the end. But yeah, that is great perspective, knowing you've got, the finality, but you get to do it at least 5 more times. And obviously the coach, the way you're playing, that conference tournament out there as well, then you control your own destiny.
Correct.
Coach Landy, keep up the good work. Appreciate your time. Coach Landy of the Jacks, who are just on a roll right now. 2 home games this week, and don't forget to wear your pink Friday, and then it is senior day on Sunday versus San Bernardino. Back with more right after this.